Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin from Gettin Salty, former FDNY member, and today is our very first Spotlight On. And what we're going to spotlight on today is Squad Company 288, which is very near and dear to my heart. I finished up my last 15 years in Squad 288, and we are at the birthplace of Squad 288, Volunteer Engine Company number 4, which was housed here from the late 1860s to 1895 when they moved down the road a bit. As you can see by the building, the bay doors are still here, which housed the horses and the steamers back in the 1860s. And when we get to the next building, you'll see that as well. All right, guys, here we are at the second home for Volunteer Engine Company number 4, which would later become Engine 288, which would later become Squad 288. They were here from 1895 to 1913, their current home. And present day, it's the Frank Kowalinsky Veterans Post Hall. And sadly enough, Frank actually died in World War I 1 month before the armistice. So that's pretty ironic and pretty sad. But these guys do a great job keeping up his memory and giving back to the community. In fact, they still honor the fire company. They have pictures inside of Engine Company number 4 hanging on the walls. So back to why this is so important to 288. Back in the old days, in the 1800s, the Sampson oilcloth factory siren would blast from the top of the factory. The members would run to the firehouse. The chauffeur would lower the harness onto the horses and proceed out of the firehouse, while the Dalmatian would run beside the horses to spur the horses on to run faster. Now, believe it or not, there was no place for the guys to sit, so they would actually run after the horses to the location and get them, and then they had to fight the fire after they ran however many miles to the fire. So that's training. In fact, they had to train once a week running after the horses to stay in shape. It was mandatory. I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather jump on my $1 million fire truck than go running out the door after the horses in the steamer to the location and then get there and have to fight the fire without any modern technology, bunker gear, masks, tools, etc. So these guys had to be in shape, really good shape. I consider myself in good shape, but I'm not that good a shape. So let's head on over to Squad 288's current quarters, where they were since 1913, and see what's going on there today. All right, guys, here we are on our last stop on this Spotlight On 288. This building currently houses Squad Company 288 and Hazmat 1, which moved in 1984. Engine 288 moved here in 1913 until 1998, when they were converted into a squad company. Now, they answer the call as an engine in their first, second, and third due areas, and answer as a truck outside their first, second, and third due area. They're equipped with a lot of high-tech rescue equipment. They respond to building collapse, swift water rescue, auto extrication, or high-angle rescues. So they have a lot of gear on this truck, a lot of training, a lot of technical rescue knowledge. So how does all this technical jargon translate to the average person? Well, a high-angle rescue is if somebody was hanging off a scaffolding or off a bridge or off a rope somewhere. These guys will be able to go up there using ropes, sliding down, and saving the lives of the people hanging there. We also do building collapse if a building collapses, or auto extrication if there's an auto accident they have to use the jaws of life. All these things that occur in everyday life in a big city like this. They also respond to major emergencies in all the boroughs. So they'll go through Manhattan, they'll go to the Bronx, they'll go to Brooklyn, which is case in point 9/11. They responded to 9/11, and this firehouse lost 19 members on that day. So as you can see, with the great technical knowledge also comes greater risk. So on a side note, guys, losing that many members, 19 members on 9/11, not only were many of them my best friends and great co-workers, but that knowledge that we lost on that day, that expertise, that training, they were some of the best firefighters I ever worked with. All of that was lost on that day. So not only do we have to rebuild the ranks and get new members, we had to train them and get them up to speed in order to operate at such a high level to protect the city of New York and the people in the city of New York. So whether you're a frontline firefighter in an engine or a ladder, or you're in a special operations or a hazmat, we all answer that same call, and that is to protect life and property. So guys, that's all we got for today. I hope you enjoyed this Spotlight On Squad Company 288. We got a lot more segments like this coming up. We got a podcast, man. We got guys like Paul Hashagen of Rescue 1, Hank Mollet of Rescue 1, and Ladder 175. We'll be interviewing them, breaking their balls, doing some drinking, just like it's around the kitchen table, fellas. So check us out. If you want to check us out on Instagram, it's Salty Dog Inc. If you want a cool shirt like this, it's gettinsaltyapparel.com. Until the next time, brothers, stay low and go.